Hey everyone, it's CL, and for today's video I kind of just want to talk freely and discuss what has been on my mind. I feel a little bit plagued by these decisions that I'm going to have to make, and just kind of wanted to talk through it, and maybe I'll get some feedback that will be worth thinking about, you know? So I have reached a crossroads in my life where I need to make like a very serious decision about my career that will in turn impact my life. It's just something that is not an easy decision for me to make, and that is regarding like deciding to leave my current position at work to seek out a job that pays much more. But with that decision comes sacrifices. Now I know some people will think like, oh well, that's a no-brainer. If you're not getting paid what you're worth, then absolutely you should leave. But the problem at hand for me, and this falls along the lines with other parents as well, these are like hard decisions that we have to make. Of course, absolutely. Am I underpaid? Yes, I am. I started at a very, very low level position. It was a position that got me in the door of a really great company, and I have worked my way up since then. But nowadays, you know, whenever you change roles or move a position, you don't necessarily make more money. You don't automatically make a jump in pay scale. There's no jump in pay scale. It's just a lateral move, and then you have your yearly reviews determining like what percent increase you will get, and those percent increases at the end of the year are capped. You know, there's no all of a sudden I'm making 30,000 more. This is never going to happen. That's not the kind of jump in pay scale that they offer, right? So I started off a very low level position. I have worked my way up. I have learned new skills. I have positioned myself into a really, really great role with the company. But the problem is that since I started slow and that my pace moved laterally as well, the problem is that the position that I am in now, yes, I was able to get there, which I'm very proud of, but at the same time, I am paid twice as less than my peers in the same role. The reason I have stayed so long is because I enjoy the work that I do. But not only that, is that the area that I'm in, the role that I'm in, I have built up a good enough reputation for them to know that they can trust me, that I'm reliable. And with that comes the ability to be flexible. And I mean flexible, like to, if I ever need to leave work early for like an hour or so to attend one of Elle's school events, I can do that. And they allow me the ability to be able to be the one to pick up Elle from school, you know? I can't tell you how many kids at Elle's schools have nannies. I mean, practically all the kids have a nanny that picks them up after school and cares for them for that time after school. I always felt very proud and grateful that I was lucky enough to be in a position that allows me to be flexible so I can be there with my daughter. And that is the hardest decision for me. If I decide to leave my current role and pursue a higher pay, would that make things easier financially? Absolutely, yes it would. Do I think I'll be able to find something? I think absolutely I'd be able to find something. But at the same time, yes, it would help financially, but there would be sacrifices that I would have to make as a mom, which is really, really hard for me. And that is not being able to be there for Elle, not being able to pick her up from school, not being able to attend her school activities that are during the day anymore. Just not being able to be there for her, you know? Sorry, the battery died. I have no idea where I left off, but hopefully I'll be able to edit this to make it cohesive. But like I was saying, yes, if I pursue this higher paying role, would I be financially more stable? Would I have a lot more savings? Would I have a lot more opportunity to have extras? Yes, I would, and I would have that financial security. But at the same time, the major negative for me and what has kind of been holding me back is that if I pursue another job, more than likely, you know, I'm going to be working a lot of hours. People here are notorious for working a lot of hours, especially in my field. And I'm lucky that I am in a position where I can be flexible. I would probably have to get a nanny like the majority of kids at her school. Those things were really important to me, and I know they're important to her. Just whenever they would have like a school activity, she would always look for me. When she'd see me, I could tell that she was really happy. She'd smile, and I have witnessed firsthand, you know, a child bursting into tears because their parent wasn't there, and I understand, you know, it's hard to get off work. There are a lot of responsibilities to being a parent, but I guess in my mind I'm like, I'm not great at a lot of things, but the one thing that I could bank on is that I was a good mom, and then I wouldn't have that anymore, that I would have to sacrifice time with my daughter for money, and I just don't know how I feel about it, you know, but life costs money. I just don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm reaching this crossroads in life. What do I choose? Do I choose to be more financially stable and sacrifice the time with my child? Or do I stay in a position where the pay is good enough and just hope that like my small business will come to fruition and will bring more home years down the line? Like, I don't even know, you know? Like, I don't have any of the answers, so that's kind of what I just wanted to talk about. Like, what would you decide? Have you had to make this decision before? Like, I don't even know, and I don't want this to come across as complaining, because mind you, I'm very, very grateful for the job I have, for the opportunity to be able to currently attend all my child's school functions and being the one that picks her up. I know a lot of parents don't have that decision, like that it's not a decision that they can have to have that flexibility or that opportunity. I know that, so I am very grateful for what I do have. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to decide. It's just something that's plaguing my mind. So that is just one of the many hard decisions that I have to make this year. There's a few more hard decisions that I'll have to make, but we'll just start with the first one for now. So thank you so much for listening to me. Once again, no answers here, just a lot of questions. So please leave me some feedback down below, and I will see you later.